Collingwood possibly on the brink as a genuine premiership contender this year. Friday night against the Bombers, they went in as, reasonably firm favourites, but it didn't look that way after about the first 10 minutes.
Well, they kicked the first 3 goals and they looked like this is going to be a 10-goal victory for the Magpies, and then all of a sudden Essendon started winning the contest, and that great defence. Obviously, Jeremy Howe wasn't there, but I don't think Jeremy Howe would have been able to do much the other night because the ball was coming in at a rate of knots, and I thought Essendon were fantastic as much as Collingwood and Paul.
2 weeks ago, they dismantled St Kilda, their forward line Collingwood, and then they brought in Mason Cox and they selected him. You questioned it at the time, and since then he's had no influence. And once again on Friday night, he did not have a kick. I mean, we could chuck TJ out there probably for a game of footy and he would get one kick. Like, this is how poorly Mason is going at the moment. So I just think they need to go back to the smaller forward line, which we know
Well, I would have got
works.
that.
Pardon?
I would have got that.
Yeah, exactly right. But the issue for Mason is his judgment, and if he's not marking ones like that, then what does he bring when the ball hits the ground? So I'd just like to see Bucks go back to the small forward line, play Myercheck as the key forward. Now, the issues with the goey, that throws a spanner in the works as well. So
are you saying that, though, Kane, with the view to getting him back into some sort of form?
No, I just don't think he's in their best.
So draw a line on him now?
I think so, and it's going to be tough for him because there's no VFL competition to go back to and find some form, which is clearly what he needs because he's out of touch. But 13 games to go, I think you've got to play to your strengths, and that's Elliott, that's Myercheck, that's Stevenson. In the forward line, that's Brown, that's Dacos, and come up with something different because that hasn't worked the last 2 weeks.
That's the forward line Kane's talking about. Let's take a listen to Nathan Buckley post-match about his midfield.
No, we got smacked at clearance and out-pressured. Well, the numbers wouldn't suggest it, but we just got outworked inside. I think we were sort of 500 metres down from stoppage yards for the night, and a lot of that was after quarter time. So, as I said, you're on the back foot when you're not getting that right.
And here are the stats of Collingwood through the midfield the other night. So as dominant as Brodie Grundy is, he had 28 more hit-outs than Andrew Phillips, but they lose the clearances by 10. It was the same against the Giants the week before. And I want to highlight some of the vision in regards to Brodie Grundy. So he whacks this ball here. Who are you whacking it to? So there's Adam Sard back behind the ball. So he's whacked it into space where there's actually a spare Essendon player. So that's one example of why it's not working at Collingwood. Here's another one. Who are you whacking it into space to? Langford's out the back. So it's all good and well to smash it, try and clear space, but I don't think they have a clear plan at the moment, Collingwood. So just allowed for Dylan Shield to blast in. This is a stoppage. He's going to tap this one in low. Adams has got to be in front of Parrish, but he's behind him. So the system is breaking down. Whether they're trying to hit it long or they're trying to hit it short, the system around Grundy is not working at all. Here's one last one. Another hit out again. We see Brodie. Where's it going, Bill? Straight down to the front. Yep. The goey, why is he behind for? So I just think, Cornsey, you're the midfielder here. I just don't feel for what they're doing around Grundy is working out. It's a bit like Aaron Sandilands.
No, it is, and it's been happening for a while. Prelim final, Grundy 70-odd hit-outs, and they lose the game. They shouldn't have lost that. So it's an issue that keeps arising, and maybe it's a communication breakdown at the moment. It can be fixed, but they've got to put some work into it.